It's Amy from amyparkerart.com and founder of Creative Warriors. Hello, hello. Welcome to my page. So I figured I would pop on tonight and show you an easy way to start a fine arts painting. As some of you, most of you know, I'm working on a new series called Retreat, and I'm super pumped about it. Have a couple paintings done already, one of which I'm using for the Paint Away the Winter Blues challenge. So if you want in for that, just type Winter Blues and I'll come back and give that to you. Go ahead and let me know when you are here and where you're watching from. Also, let me know if you can see and hear me okay. When I'm ducking down, I'm looking behind you, just trying to pull you up on my big screen here so I can see what you all are saying. I hope you're having a wonderful night. Hello, Beth. Miss you, love you. Thank you so much for popping on. Hello, Laura, aka one of my creative warriors, who is totally amazing. She has a big win this week, and I'm not going to spoil it. I'll let her tell you if she wants to. But all of you creative warriors know because she posted in our group. So Beth says I'm laying in bed. Total transparency here. Well, I'm about to hop in bed. Tim's like, oh, you ready for bed, babe? I'm like, yeah, but you know what? I haven't gone live in a while, so I'm gonna do that first. Oh, Laura's watching The Bachelorette. Thanks for popping on, and thanks for the reminder, because I totally forgot that it was on tonight. I've been watching that too, my daughter Emily and I. So I like to keep up on that because we talk about it. So thanks for, Laura, you and I like the same shows. It seems like we're always watching the same thing. And, you know, as you know, I'm a Survivor freak, so I'm going to probably watch some Survivor when I go to bed. But actually, it's The Bachelor. That's right. It's The Bachelor, right? I know. We always call it The Bachelorette or Bachelor, but I get it. Yes. And it's like the third or fourth episode, right? It's like coming up. In a few minutes, I'm gonna flip my phone around, and I have my table easel set up behind you that I'm gonna show you how I start a fine arts painting. And I'm also going to show you what my next piece is going to be for my retreat series, and you all helped me pick it. So go ahead and think about what ones you saw when I showed you through all of my pictures that I took in Florida. And maybe it'll be one of the ones that you helped inspire me to pick. So I will show you that, and then I'll show you how I start it. Laura says, oh, okay. I thought I missed something. Laura's just reminding me it's The Bachelor, not The Bachelorette. So if you guys watch that, let us know, because Laura and I watched that. So anyway, I'm gonna turn the camera around in a moment, and I'm gonna show you how I'm going to start this next painting now, and I'm going to show you what it is, right? I'll show you the photo that I'm going to paint it from, and I'm going to show you me actually starting the piece. I would love for all of my artists out there to let me know how you start your paintings. I personally start my paintings in different ways depending on what the piece is that I'm creating. So let me know if that's you, or if you have one particular way that you start your paintings. I'm really going to start this one with just my round brushes. This is one of my favorite brushes. And, well, as you can see behind me, I have quite a collection going on, right? I did a video on that too to show you how I organize my brushes in case you want that. But I have a couple of these, which says my faves right on there, right? I love this one. It feels so good. Sometimes I just go like that because it makes my face feel good. My blending mop brush. But for this little demonstration, I'm starting with my round brush tonight. Excuse the mess. Well, hopefully you can't see too much, but it is messy in here because I've been busy. Hello, Linda. Thank you for being here. Any of you who are not on my text list, go ahead and text me right now. I'm using my personal cell. I've been adding you all up, so thank you all for showing up. I did shoot out a text, and if you're not on my text, go ahead and get on right now if you're in the U.S. and text me at 603-273-6187. All you have to say is, it's whatever your name is, add me to your list, and I will do that. So thank you for helping me build that, because pretty soon I'll be getting what's called a community app. But right now I'm just shooting out text from me to you right on my cell. Okay, so let me turn camera around. We can chat a little bit after if we want, but I want to show you the picture that I chose with your help on what painting I'm going to work on next for my retreat series. And all of you art collectors of mine, I will be offering these all for sale, as you know. So just keep your eye on in the group and emails from me and things like that. Okay, so let me flip the screen around. Hopefully I don't lose you. You can see all my notes in the background. Look, there we are. There you are. Okay, let me do. Any guesses? Any guesses? Did you guess this one right? This is the one that I'm going to work on next. It's the dune grass. And I just think it's going to be a really, really cool, beautiful painting. Now I want to show you, here's a tip for you artists too, when you're trying to get inspired to paint something and you're going through your photos, right? I talked about this a little bit before when we went through all of my photos, but you can actually like blow these up to see how they would look in different ways. Like I was actually just messing around with this a little bit earlier, and even this would be a beautiful painting, you know, just to kind of blow it up and have it, you know, the landscape way instead of the portrait way. So you could just try things like that, or even blowing up your pictures and then just kind of moving them around, like, you know, what spots, you know, look really cool, what could you create from that. But honestly, I love this entire photo, so I think I'm probably going to just go with that, the entire photo. If you're saying things to me, I will get back, because right now I have this up, so it's hard for me to see your comments, but I will check in just a moment. Hello, Brenda, my friend Brenda, who was right there with me at the beach when I took that photo. Linda is saying number one more time. Sure, Linda, it is. Oh, let me see if I can actually even write it out for you here. That way you can screenshot if you want, but here's my number for my text. So it's right here. 603. Whoops, that has too many bumps on it. 603-273-6187. So if you want to screenshot and then fix the 3, you go for it. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm crazy, I tell you. All right, so I don't think that this shot here is going to get both this example photo and my table easel. So I'm just going to show you again. This is what I'm going to do a rough draft of to start my fine arts painting of this piece. Okay, not sure what I'm going to call this one. Maybe just dune grass. I don't know. Let me know if you have like a better idea or something that I could come up with here. Okay, so I'm actually just using my multimedia pad for this example, but I'm really going to be painting this piece on a 16 by 20 canvas for my art collectors. But for the sake of this video, just to show you how I'm going to start this piece, I'm going to do it on here really loosely and just give you an idea. And please let me know, like I said, all of you fine art painters out there, how you start your pieces. In the beginning of this video, I did say as well that I do start my pieces different ways depending on what it is. But this one, I'm just gonna loosely paint like just a structure, and it's probably not gonna take that long. Typically, when I use my round brush and just kind of paint a basic skeleton, actually, I know I said structure, but I usually just call it a skeleton. I don't know what the real term is, but my friend Brenda is on here, and she might know because she's an excellent fine arts painter. Anyway, I keep dipping in my water, right, as I'm talking, but I'm just using some fluid paints here. Typically, I would use just like a light gray to do this. Once in a while, I'll use different colors, but usually I will just do this whole skeleton in one color only. Sometimes I will take the main color that is in the photo here to do my skeleton. So in that case, I threw some blue on my palette as well. And I'll probably just mix up like this grayish blue color just to show you how I start this. And I'm freehanding here, by the way. Just really making sure this is like ink almost, like really dipping in the water, or you can use your medium or whatever. If you want to know exactly what I use for my pieces, I have that all on my website, amyparkerart.com. Under resources, you can see everything that I use to create my art. So you can get the same pieces if you would like to. All right, so I am going to maybe be quiet for a moment because sometimes I need to think while I'm painting. And it's going to be pretty quick. Like I said, this is going to be easy for you to see how to start a fine arts painting. All right, so once again, if you're just popping on, this is the image that I'm going to be creating into a fine arts piece. And this literally is just my bare bones, my skeleton. My skeleton. Usually I just eyeball everything. I do a lot of this with my hands to kind of figure out where things are going to go here. So I just kind of wanted to figure out where my horizon line was going to be first. And when I actually do this on my canvas that will ultimately become this painting of the dune grass, I'm not going to be using a color this dark. So keep that in mind. I'm just doing this for the sake of the video so that you can actually see what's happening on the multimedia paper here. So what I'll do is I'll just kind of block, well, not really block out, but just kind of paint in that skeleton. It's just kind of like drawing, but with your round brush. So I'm not worried about detail here. I'm just trying to get in like the basic shape of things. So this is where my ocean touches the sky right here. Okay, that's what that line is. And then I know I've got a bunch of like really cool looking puffy clouds. And I'm just going to kind of, as you can see, I'm just kind of shaking my hand across it. I'm not putting a bunch of detail. I'm just blocking it in. So just to reiterate, in case you're just joining me, I would use like a really light gray color or a light color that has the dominant color to the painting that I'm going to do. So right now I mixed a little gray with some blue. But it would be lighter on my canvas. That makes sense. So then I'm going to just kind of figure out where the ocean is going to come onto the sand. So this is like going to be the sand area right here. This is my ocean. And I can see there's kind of a prominent wave back here and right here. As artists, we can decide where we want to put those in, right? We don't have to put them in those areas, but I think it looks kind of cool. So I just put a little line here just to mark where those waves are. Now I could, I'm not putting in too much detail, but I could put a few like little lines in here, like where the grass is like the heaviest, right? And different colors. Like even though I'm painting with one color, right here in the grass, you can see these reddish colors, these golden colors, there's some green colors. So sometimes I will do that as well. Like I want this one to be, this is the reddish area, and then this one is going to be more the greenish area. And you're probably like, well, why don't you use red or green, right? Well, you can do that, but this is the easiest way for me to start my fine arts paintings. And I just try and use my memory plus looking at my example photo. I know this cluster is going to be reddish. I know this cluster is going to be greenish. I know these are going to be more of a golden color. Now, I don't need to put in, it would be kind of cool, right? I mean, I could just for the sake of like having fun with this because I'm just messing around on my multimedia paper. But what I was going to say, I don't really need to go put these tall dune grass pieces in because why? Anybody know? Hello, Marcy, by the way. Hi, honey. That's because when I put this skeleton onto my actual canvas, I'm going to be painting this whole area blue because this is a pretty bright blue sky, right? So if I do that, then I wouldn't need to paint these grass pieces in right off because I'm going to be painting right over it like that, right? I know, kind of weird example, but hopefully you kind of get the gist of it. That is literally how easy it is to start a painting. I just looked at this, I just blocked in some pieces, and that's it. So hopefully that helps you. There's many, many ways to start fine arts paintings. You don't have to do them all the same. Sorry, I'm moving up and down. You're probably like, what are you, like in a disco over here or something? I don't know. My boom stand's like gotta doing something wacky. If you wonder what I use to hold my phone, it's my microphone stand for stage. Those of you that don't know, this old lady still sings in a rock band with my hubby wubby. And yeah, Tim, my husband, he's the one that's like, hey, why don't you put your phone in this boom stand to do your lives? He said that like, I don't know, maybe 3 years ago. And ever since then, I've been using that boom stand. My creative warriors know, I tell them all the time, use a boom stand, get a boom stand. They're way cheaper than a big Archon mount, and I love it. Love it, love it. So, gotta rub one of my favorite brushes on my face again. Love this thing. I hope that helps you. I really hope that helps you. So if you're just popping on, you can go back and see this beautiful masterpiece that we created, right? Don't worry, I'm not popping up yet. We're still going to talk a little bit. But just loosely painting, just kind of to get a skeleton, I call it, of what I'm going to paint, right? Now, this is just how I'm going to start this painting. This is how I start quite a bit of my paintings. Like I said, depending on what it is, okay? So let me know how you start yours. I would love to know. And I'm going to pull I'm going to pull you up on my computer so I can see what you're saying. See what you're saying. Hello, Lisa Marie, one of my BFFs. Thanks for being here. We had an awesome meeting today. You all know, if you follow me, who my business friends are. Lisa is here, and Brenda. I went to Florida with them. I'm not sure if Michelle's on here right now. But they are great. They are amazing. Let me go up here and read for a second. Linda says, Florida. Yes, Linda, I went to Florida for a business retreat with my business friends. And Lisa Marie, she's on here right now, and Brenda, I was just mentioning them. They were there, and I took a bunch of inspirational photos when I was in Florida last month. Hence, what inspired me to create this new painting series. And one of the paintings that I created already, it was the first one to this series, is the seaside shelf that Laura helped me name. Thank you for that, Laura. And this is actually what we are painting for Paint Away the Winter Blues. So if you want to do this with us, we have about 20 of you in there right now. It's only $10. I have this beautiful fine arts piece that we are going to do in acrylics already set up for you, and we start painting on the 21st of this month. So if you want to jump in with us, this will be taught in 3 parts. And then, so we'll be spending like a week together, because it'll be each day I'll release a painting tutorial class on how we're going to create this, so you can do it with me step by step in detail. And then the 4th day, I'm going to give you a business training for those of you that really want to sell your paintings online like I do. You don't want to miss that. It'll be awesome. Plus, you know, I always give you fun bonuses. So if you want that, just type Winter Blues and I'll come back and give you that so you can sign up. I'm going back. I just want to see what you're saying. Brenda says, it's one of my favorites. I'm so excited to see how your painting of this comes out. Thank you, Brenda. Brenda, you got some pictures of that too, I bet. And I know Cheryl did. One of our other business friends did. Cheryl even painted a beautiful watercolor of that scene that I just showed you. She had a different angle. She was sitting on the stairs, but she painted one and it came out so nice. And Linda, just in case you didn't get my number, it's 603-273-6187. 603-273-6187. Just text me, just say, hey, it's Linda, add me to your list, and I will. Hello, Marcy. Marcy says she loves this one. You creative warriors, you know you get the best of everything, right? So some of these creations that I'm doing for my own collectors will also become painting tutorials for you in our membership, which, you know, I give you gold rights to, so you can sell them too. Hello, Daryl. Thank you for being here. Daryl's another creative warrior of mine and lives in Florida. Lucky bum. We're here freezing. Literally, we just had a blizzard. Brenda knows, because Brenda lives in New Hampshire too. And Linda says, I missed the boom stand. I was listening but wasn't watching. You know what? I'm going to show you exactly what it is. I'm just take you up. Hopefully I don't lose you. I actually just took a picture of this for Gail in our membership the other day. But this is what a boom stand is. This is the bottom piece. And this one's on stage, I think. On stage stands. And it's adjustable right here. This goes up and down. This is called a boom because it's not a regular mic stand that just goes straight up. It can go straight up. If I unscrew this, I can point it straight up, but it actually comes out this way. And with these adjustments on it, you can move the stand all the way up all the way down. You can turn this thing back and forth any way you want. Here is the special tip I have for you. You need to get this piece, which is, this is obviously for my microphone when I sing, but guess what this does? I don't know if I can do this and hold the phone with one hand. Maybe not. This is my selfie stick, and this is where you just were. I had you in here. It's my selfie stick that I shove right into my microphone holder, my little microphone clip it's called. So for those of you that are wondering what the heck I use all the time to hold my phone, thank you, Tim, my amazing husband, aka lead guitar player, who said, yeah, babe, just use this boom stand. And literally, you guys, have been using this boom stand for like 3 years, and I think it costs us like $20. Like, we're always going to the music store. We need cords. Oh, we got to get this. We got to get that. And they're not very expensive. Maybe, I mean, I'm sure you can get more expensive ones, but we probably spend, I don't know, $20 or $30 on it. It's not that much. Let me go back and see what you're saying. Thank you so much for being here, Gail. Terry, thanks for popping on. He says, just got on for a bit. That's okay, Terry. That's awesome. I was just going over real quickly at the beginning of the video how I do like a skeleton, paint a little skeleton before I start a painting on most of my paintings. So, I mean, I start them in different ways, right? We're all creative. We have our own ways of doing things, but I showed just a quick loose, like how to place some elements onto, well, this is my multimedia pad that I was just using for the example of this video. It's my multimedia pad. But this painting of the dune grass is actually I'm going to paint it on a 16 by 20 size canvas. But that is how I'm going to start it, by doing that little skeleton. And Terry, you all, is an amazing painter. Terry, thank you so much for posting on the Flaunt It Fridays and stuff. Because, oh my gosh, your Bluebird, amazing. Love it, love it. Yeah, he's a great artist. And Linda says, Destin. No, we were in Melbourne. Lisa Marie says, 26 hours to Florida, totally worth it to see my biz buddies. Oh my gosh, big virtual hug to you. Yes, Lisa Marie. Oh my gosh. Unfortunately, her flight got canceled the day before. No, the day of, right? Lisa Marie, it was like the day of. You were ready to go. That's right. Oh my gosh. And do I have amazing business friends or what? She drove there. I know, I love the shell too. So if you all haven't signed up to paint this with me, and not just me, we've got like almost 20 of you in there right now. And we don't even start till the 21st. So if you want to paint this with me and everyone who jumps in for Paint Away the Winter Blues, go ahead and just type Winter Blues and I'll come back and give that to you. It's only $10 and you get step by step how to create a beautiful painting like this. You can follow me stroke for stroke if you want, or you can incorporate your own creativity, because guess what? This year I'm doing some prizes. We're gonna do like some giveaways and a little contest for special things with this painting, which you'll find out if you are jumping in with us. So hopefully you can do that. It'll be a good time. I will give a business training during the Winter Blues as well. Lisa Marie says, gorgeous colors. Thank you so much, my friend. Yes, perfect for the winter happening now. Look, you guys, you know me, I'm pretty transparent. I honestly get seasonal depression, although going to Florida really helped last month. a lot. But yeah, we just got a blizzard. It's like, what the heck already? But paint away the winter blues. That's why I named it that. It's like, who wants to paint away the winter blues with me? That'll be great. And Laura says, I would love to hear a segment of you and hubby singing in the band. Oh my gosh, Laura, did you jump into my friend Lisa Marie's free summit that she had going on? Lisa Marie, can Laura still get into the summit if she wants to? Because I have 2 songs with Tim and I on stage in that summit. So you most certainly can jump in and see that if you want. It's all virtual right here. And Lisa Marie's the one that put on this amazing self-care summit. So if you want in, I bet Lisa Marie would say, sure. Brenda says, the grasses against the water and sky were so pretty. Oh my gosh, totally. I mean, we were spoiled by nature, and I loved it. I loved it. Oh, good. Linda says she messaged me already. Okay, awesome, Linda. So I probably have that. I just turned off all my notifications while I was on live. Here's a tip for you too. You guys know I was just coming on to show you a quick how to start your fine arts painting, but I love to give you all kinds of pointers. So here's another pointer for those of you who are going live. Everybody raise your hand if you're going live. Let me know. Let me know if you're doing lives. Let me know. You know how important those are. I talk about it all the time in the membership. But if you're going live, then if you're going live, sorry, I'm scrolling back up. Thank you so much for all of you joining in the combo. If you're all going live, okay, I'm getting a squirrel moment. Da, 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 da. If you're all going live, then put your do not disturb on your phone. Yep, do not disturb. And then also remember to go to your messenger, okay? And go hit your little picture on your messenger, and then scroll down to where it says notifications, and then hit that, and then hit do not disturb. And then what it will do on there is it will say for something like for 10 minutes, for 15 minutes, for an hour, for 8 hours, for a day, for I don't know, stuff like that. I typically do the hour because I know usually I'm on live for an hour or less, so I'm usually good with that. So do that if you're doing your lives. Marcy says it's great being a creative warrior. Marcy literally was one of my very first creative warriors. And I'm so thankful to have you, Marcy. You are amazing, and you've come a long way, and I love having you. I really, really do. Laura says, maybe a bonus for creative warriors. I can't remember what we were talking about, but probably my painting series that I'm working on. And, oh yeah, you all will get some amazing bonuses. You know I treat you right. And yes, Daryl, right, your sister does live here in New Hampshire, and I wanted to see you so bad when you came up this past August, right? I think that's when you came up was August, and I got then and I couldn't see anybody. So that really was a big bummer. But Daryl, you and I are going to get together sometime. I know we are. It's a great tip, the boom stand, totally. Totally, boom stand. Yes, Daryl, it is a microphone stand. The reason I call it a boom stand is because instead of going just straight up, like a straight stand, that's what they're called in the band world, straight stand or boom stand. Boom stand is for like, I play guitar too, but not like my husband. My husband is like insanely good. And so all my guitar players, my husband and my other guitar players, use boom stands because when they're playing the guitar, they can't have a straight stand, because if they do have a straight stand, then it's going to rub against their guitar and make all kinds of weird noises. So that's why it comes up and it can move out like an L shape so that they can play their guitar and they can still sing, but the microphone doesn't hit their guitar. So it's called boom stamp. Brenda says, yes, definitely winter in New Hampshire. I miss Florida. Me too. We so gotta move there. Well, I love being in New England. I just want to be a snowbird and go down like January, February, at least January, February. Marcy says, hi, Tim. He can't hear me now. Him and my brother, they're out. You know what I was gonna do tonight? I was gonna give you like a little tour around my house, but then my brother is hanging out with us, and Tim's not working tonight. It's like his first day off in like umpteen years, and they're both laying on the couch. I have an L-shaped couch out there in the living room. They're both laying on the couch. We ate a big supper together, and there's a dog on each side, and they're just in their PJs, and they're watching Pickers like crazy. They're like, don't put me on camera. So that's not gonna happen. Oh, Linda says, brilliant. Yeah, it's a really fun, not fun, easy thing to use for your business. Yes. Oh, great. Gail says this is one of the pictures that I think will make a great painting. Good. So you voted on that one. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Linda says, I lived in Melbourne. I moved back to Kansas. What was I thinking? What were you thinking, Linda? Wow, that's funny. Yes, it would be fun to do with friends, Lisa Marie. Yeah, so if you guys aren't sure what I'm talking about, we're talking about the Paint Away the Winter Blues, where we'll be creating this seaside shelf painting. And this will be taught in 3 parts. So each day I'll release an art class for you for that. Step by step, and the 4th day we're going to do a business training. And yes, so yeah, sure, like, you know, even if it's only $10. If you pay the $10 and even if you have people at your house that you want to do the painting with, I'm not going to charge you more money. It's like, it's $10 and then you can get in. So you could be like, hey, invite your sisters over or your friends over, and everybody can sit around and paint the seaside shelf together. Yeah. And then Terry says, do you paint a study on your canvas paper before your stretch canvas? You know what? Usually I don't. I mean, I just kind of did this tonight for an example, because I know that's how I'm going to start that piece with my skeleton sketch. But I typically don't. The times that I do that, Terry, would be like if I'm just drawing out in plein air, right? And I want to capture something or whatever, then I will do that. But for the most part, if I already have my image on my computer, I usually just take a deep breath, get a paintbrush, and start going for it, right? But some of my abstracts, and I love painting abstracts, some of those I will do a little, mess around on my sketch pad, multimedia paper, whatever it is, to come up with my ideas or my visions, get my visions out on my paper to kind of pick and choose what I think is going to look the best for the structure of the painting. And with my abstracts, I typically, when I do that, I typically will throw in some colors with that as well. So maybe with my colored pencils or a little bit of watercolor or something like that, or even markers, just to kind of figure where I want those colors blocked. You see Kirby, he just jumped up. Hey, Curbs. I know you. He looks, when I moved the camera, he looks so far away, but he literally like jumped right up, and I don't know if you saw his tail or not, but I could feel the wind going by. Terry, is that what you do? Do you do a lot of on your your multimedia pad first and then start your paintings? Curious. You're a great painter. Oh, good. So you can still join Laura if you want it. Anybody else, if you want to see me rocking out on stage with Tim, I have a couple songs in the summit that you can check out. Lisa Marie is just giving you the okay if you want to get in there. Just type summit, and Lisa Marie will come back and she'll put that right in there for you. We do. Try to remember what songs are in there. We have a Motley Crue song that we covered that's in there. That was really fun. The other one I can't remember. I think it's a Blondie song or something like that. I don't know. But it was good. Cherry's one of my business BFFs. Hey friend, Boomstand, rock on my friend. I can't wait to hear you sing. Aww. And Marcy says, I love the pictures. I know, me too. So cool, so cool. I want to show you some of your artwork. Let me turn around. Let me show you if you didn't see this. If you didn't see this yet. Let me go back and find, this is on my page, so my business page. I don't want to make you dizzy. I don't want to make you dizzy. Okay, here it is. So, you know, on Fridays I do Flaunt It Friday, and I put some paintings in here that I painted in the past. And I always say, let's see what you've been working on. Go ahead and flaunt it. We want to see whether it's a finished piece, a work in progress, or just an idea. Let us look inside of your creative world. Be kind and pump each other up. We creatives are in this together. I don't know. I'm not very good with English. Maybe I didn't write that correctly. My friend Michelle could help me out with that. But I love it because you all post like, look, we got 45 comments. We got like all kinds of cool stuff in here that's happening, and everybody posts like really cool things. Look at Robin's got this adorable little camper, and Robin's one of my creative warriors, and she loves to camp, and that is just so darn cute. Madeline saying, charming, I love your colors. Let's see. Look, she's got tons of replies on this. And then Gloria, Gloria, wow, you're just wowing me lately. I love to see all of your paintings. Gloria did a really nice, like, beautiful, like, sun coming through this, like, country scene. There goes the cat. Oh, Kirby Curbster. What you doing, buddy? He's, like, kind of messing up my jam here. See, he's like, what are you doing, Mom? I want to get right in there. So, he is kind of in the way, but, yeah, so Gloria's got a beautiful piece in here. I love this wall mural that Michelle is doing. That's very cool. I actually did a wall mural with trees before as well, so that reminded me of that. She's got more replies. Debbie even showed like her cake that she did for baby shower, just like fun things like that. You know, anything that you creatively work. Look at my friend Michelle's tiger. That's just beautiful, colorful, totally amazing. And here's Gail doing some drawings that Madeline's got going on. Terry, your bluebird must have been last week, because I do remember that. It sticks out in my mind. It was so awesome. And newsflash, everybody listen. This is very, very important for Flaunt It Friday. Flaunt It Friday is going to be, so I'm going to start releasing that on my art tutorials page. So I started 2 new business pages. This one is not going anywhere. Amy Parker Art is still going to be here, but I wanted to make it easier for those of you that are really, really interested in the painting tutorials and art tutorials and things like that, and want to do like hands-on and like show your work and all that. So go to my art tutorials page, and that's where Flaunt It Friday will happen for you as well, starting this coming Friday. If you can't find it and you're like, I don't know where it is, just type it in here, art tutorials. I'll come back and give it to you. For those of you that are like, forget that, I already know how to paint and do this and do that, and I just want all of your business tips so I can sell my own artwork online and make money like you do, Amy, then you want to type in art marketing, because that page, guess what? I named them pretty self-explanatory. We're going to be talking about art marketing on there. So just wanted to let you know about those 2 pages. Yep. Now let me get back to where we are so I can see if you're saying anything. I'll probably wrap it up pretty soon, but I just wanted to give you the easy way to start a fine arts painting. There's numerous different ways that you can do this. Like I said, my friend Brenda is on here. She's an amazing oil painter. She was a guest artist in my membership as well. Thank you so much for that, Brenda. Anyone that missed that, that's a Creative Warrior, go back and look for the poinsettia. I think that was in, were you in December or January? Something like that anyway. And it's an amazing, beautiful piece. And Terry, he's not in my membership, but he's a great hardcore follower of mine. And Terry is an amazing painter as well, and has, I'm sure, some good ideas too on how he starts his paintings. Let me see. Linda says, how much is your membership? My membership currently is $27 per month, and it's not open right now. I only open it publicly 2 times per year. So we open in May and we open in September, and there's like a 5-day opening, so you gotta like jump in then when it's open. But Linda, you most certainly can jump on the wait list for that. If you go to amyparkerart.com, my wait list is right there, or you can just say wait list and I'll give it to you. But I will let you all know that there might be something happening for you in Paint Away the Winter Blues. So like I said, we're going to be doing a business training in Paint Away the Winter Blues, where we will be painting the seaside shelf. I did this on an 8x10. It's a tiny piece, but it's packed full of awesomeness. But you can also paint this on a larger size. You can do what you want. They're your paintings, right? I'm just helping you and walking you through, and we're having some fun together. But yes, Linda, if you do the winter, Paint Away the Winter Blues, there might be a little something happening in there too, because we're going to spend a whole week together. And I have the group set up. It's only $10, and the group's already set up, and I have a lot of my Creative Warriors in there. They're awesome, by the way. They're so helpful and loving. I only let nice creative people into my membership, in my community, period. I don't put up with mean people, but you'll love being in there, and I would be happy to have you. Now Terry says, we were talking about starting paintings. Terry says, no, I pretty well do the same as you. Thanks for your share. Yeah, sure. I enjoy your live talk, sharing your painting experience. We're still organizing and painting all the walls in our condo. We moved in. Oh, yay, you moved in. That's awesome. We're now painting the walls in our third spare bed. Oh my, you have 3 spare bedrooms? Did I read that right? My own room, our studio, yay! Oh my God, Terry, I am super. Everybody give Terry some super excitedness because that's great. That's awesome, Terry. Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. That's amazing. Let me know, all of you. I'd love to know what you have for a studio. Literally, you know, I painted before on like a little fold-out table that I ate on in front of the TV. That's what I painted on. And then, this is when the kids were little. I had a house load. I had a foster kid plus my kids and the dogs and the cats, and it really wasn't really a whole lot of room. I don't have a very big house, but I made myself, Tim helped me, make a little nook in like our closet area. Like, it's like, you know, a little mud room when you walk in the house. It's like a little closet. So that was like my art studio. Literally I worked in there and sold paintings on a daily basis for like almost a year. That was my little nook. But now I have a bigger space here, which still really isn't that huge. So you all can have a home studio, even if it's your kitchen table. Kirby, now look what he's doing. He is, look at this. Kirby, what are you pulling on my scarf? You trying to get my scarf while I'm talking to everybody? Is that what you're doing? Oh my gosh. We got the cat, we got the dogs, we got... Oh yeah. Thank goodness I have you. Thank you all so much for being here. Marcy's congratulating you, Terry. Oh my, if you see my scarf rip off, it's literally the cat's like hanging off my scarf right now. Kirby, I love you, but it's like, my goodness. Oh, Laura says Kirby looks like my cat. Well, Laura, you and I are like, I don't know. We have so much in common. It's scary. It's great. Linda says, how did you learn to paint? My mom taught me how to paint when I was a kid, when I was really little. We lived on the ocean. You can see this moving. We lived on the ocean, and you know what we would do? We would go, I'm the oldest of 4 kids, and my mom would take us to the beach, and we would collect shells, and then we would go to my Mimi's house, my grandma's house, and she had a basement that was like the crafty room in the basement, so we would go down there, and it wasn't like a dungeon basement. It was like a nice bright, like pink and yellow. It's like painted cool. And we would go, oh, that's okay, Marcy, you go, honey. You have a great night too, sweetie. Bye-bye. So we would go down in the basement, and my mom would buy these big cans of tempera paint, and she taught me and my brother and sisters how to mix up colors and how to, she would only buy the primary colors, and then we would mix all of our own colors. So she taught us how to learn how to mix colors. And then we would just paint to get messy. We would paint our seashells. We did that quite a bit. We did that maybe at least once a week, maybe twice a week, I don't know. And my mom used to just be really hands-on with us, and I learned a lot from her when I was a kid. We always made all of our own decorations for the Christmas tree every year. Like, we made cookies, and then we decorated those and let them harden up, and then we'd hang them on the tree. And we made different craft items that we would paint and hang on the tree. She was always keeping us busy doing stuff like that. Then in high school, I got into art class, and my art teacher taught me a lot in art class, but I never went to school for art. I never got a business degree, art degree, anything like that. I've just always had a passion for these things, and I watched a lot of artists, and I've read a lot of books. I've taken some classes here and there, like little workshops and things like that. Got into my own art association. I am an award-winning artist nowadays, and I've been in the newspapers quite a few times and things like that, and had shows. So it's just kind of like a lifetime of creating, really. I will tell you though, and this isn't even a painting book, and tell me if you all agree, if any of you have this. You know what my favorite book is for learning how to create is Drawing on Right Side of the Brain. And I believe the whole basis of being an artist starts with drawing. Like, you really need to have a good foundation on how to draw, and then everything else just kind of flows so much easier. So that's one of my big suggestions to definitely make sure you have some drawing skills, and Drawing on Right Side of the Brain taught me wonders. I love that book. 3-bedroom, just the two of us, Terry says. We have a guest room in my studio. Maybe I'll come over and hang out and paint with you. That's awesome, Terry. Good for you. Oh my gosh, Linda. Yes, my mom just turned 80, and she is wonderful. She really, really is. Sometimes she pops on here and hangs out and talks. She's like proud of me that I'm, doing my art still, and I love it when she pops on. But I probably should have called her, because sometimes she's like, you didn't call me, so. And she doesn't have text. She does the do hello. But she knows how to use Zoom now. I taught her how to do that, so that's pretty cool. All right, you guys, I'm gonna go because Tim's been waiting for me, so we can hit the hay together. And I hope that you all have a wonderful night. If you missed the beginning of this, you can go back. I save all of the recordings right here on the page, Amy Parker Art. And I taught you how I did start my paintings, most of my paintings. So you can go back and get that little tip if you would like. If you want to jump into the Paint Away the Winter Blues Challenge, it's only $10. Just put Winter Blues and I'll come back and give that to you. For those of you that want to see me sing and be on stage with my hubby wubby, go ahead and ask Lisa Marie for that link to get into the... What, babe? Yeah, the cat was literally in here hanging off my scarf while I was trying to talk to everybody. Linda, I will get your text. Thank you for that. I just have my notifications off, but that's awesome. So next time I'm live, I will let you know. You all are amazing. Do not forget, Flaunt It Friday will be on my other page that I just started. Don't go over there and be like, oh my God, Amy has like over 1,000 followers right here on this page, and then you go over there to art tutorials or art marketing, and it's like, I got like 14 followers. So that's literally me. I just started those pages, so don't yell at me too much. But from a business standpoint, you can see what I do with those pages and how I grow those pages. All right, so hopefully that will help you out too. Let's see. Terry says good night to everyone. Yes, good night, you guys. Thank you for being here. Mwah, mwah. Bye-bye. See you soon.